He's one of our favorites, as you know. Eric has visited us several times, but a lot of members expressed that they wish that his presentations were longer, so we thought, what a great opportunity, today. As you know, Eric Vassar owns a photo retouching studio in Evanston, Illinois. He serves the genealogical community as a teacher and an author of Ask the Retoucher, a column for genealogical publications. He recently published his second book, Digital Photo Restoration Book 2. After his presentation, Eric will have a table in the inner commons area, just right out here, to answer any questions and or sell publications. Please note that Eric has been so kind today to advise that TMG, that 10% of the profits for photo restorations will be donated to TMG. And we thank you very much, Eric, for that. This applies to TMG members only. Thank you, Eric, and TMG welcomes. And ladies and gentlemen, Eric Vassar.
All right. Okay, so what is our time? What's my end? When's my end? Your folder's up here.
Okay, we had you scheduled from 8:45 to 10. So can you go to about 10:10?
10:10. Okay.
Is that okay?
That's fine.
Okay.
First and foremost, I always like to express my gratitude for waking up in the morning and being alive and being in front of you, and everyone's here conscious and healthy. So this is always a blessing. I also like to thank Bev and all the volunteers and the board and the school for hosting this conference. And it's a small group, but with small size, we can be nimble and we can make adjustments much easier than we could with a huge crowd of people with various skill levels and interests. So this is a great advantage as well. So don't let it get you down. Is anyone here not a member of the TMG? Raise your hand. Oh, okay. Well, I would like to encourage you to consider joining. How much is it a year? $20. $20. Well, I tell you what. If someone buys some of my books and DVDs and the membership might be too much for you, I'll cover for you. How's that? All right? But of course, if you can handle $20, I would ask that you pay it yourself, okay? Because I do have a family, and they do depend on me for the income. But I just want to make sure that this fine society is supported, because they do good work, and the members and the services are really good. Okay, so I did go around earlier this morning to ask if anyone had brought any pictures. And I like to work on pictures that the class, the students may bring in, especially if they're relevant to the topic. So some of them are. Did anyone happen to bring anything and just not give it to me? So could you bring it up, please? Or do you want me to go get it from you? Okay. Yes, my assistant will take your picture. Oh, nice.
That's the worst of them.
Nice. And that's in a nice PVC-free archival quality Ziploc bag? No? Yes? Okay, I don't know. It kind of looks like a... Is it? You sure? Okay, yeah. I don't think it is either. You be careful with these. Okay, yeah. Won't get freezer burn. I like that. Very good. It'll stay fresh. and moldy. But okay, well, let's get started. These two workshops are, I'm doing two workshops together. I would put them at the intermediate level. These are not beginner level. So I'm not going to get too much into, what photo editing software does and what it doesn't do and that kind of thing. I'm just going into this that you all have some experience. But just to make sure, raise your hand if you have a computer. Okay, good. Raise your hand if you have a scanner. Okay. Raise your hand if you have something called Photoshop by Adobe. And raise your hand if you have something called Photoshop Elements by Adobe. Oh, okay. And raise your hand if you have something else by some other company. Okay, what is that?
GIMP too.
GIMP. Okay, GIMP is good. Don't put GIMP down. I would never put, yes. Corel. Photo Paint. What's it called?
That's their whole program in graphics.
Yeah. So Corel, yeah, that's like that's just like Photoshop basically, except it's underrated and it's not given credit. Oh, thank you. So I think I will have to put this. Oh, okay. All right, so we're dealing with fixing faded color. It's the main subject. How do we deal with a photograph? Oh, there it goes. How do we deal with a photograph that is faded, or it looks like it's faded? Sometimes it'll be a color photograph that's faded, or sometimes it'll be a colorized photograph. Something that was hand colored or hand tinted. And we're talking about something that's fairly old. Ooh, yeah, maybe. Okay. Now, can I put this down?
Put it down.
I can put it down because I have to.
You can walk with it, but however.
Okay. I'm going to have to put it down because of my, I got to use, I left my third arm at home, but, so I'm just, good, that helps. Okay, the mic helps, you can hear me a little better. Okay, so let's talk, the first most important thing is prevention, okay? When you have a faded color photo or a regular, it's a healthy looking photo, you should copy them and store them, okay? You should make high quality copies of your originals for display. And you keep your originals in a safe location with low humidity. So, when I say copies, okay, I literally mean whether it's scanned or it's put on a color copier or something, so that you have a good quality duplicate of your original, okay? And actually, if you can get a real nice quality copy of the original, a scan or a print of some sort, you can even get it at the Walgreens or something like that. You could display that one. Like I try to display copies of old pictures. There's not a lot of old family photos that I have that the original is displayed. Okay, I just, and of course I retouch it a little bit too, fix it up. Okay, now I came up with this saying, DBQ, Digi Biggie Quality, okay? And what it means is when you shoot with a digital camera, see, now we're talking about the future now. I'm not talking about old pictures that you have laying around or negatives or slides. I'm talking about what you do now. And you're taking snapshots. Who's got a digital camera? Raise your hand. Yeah, that's a lot of people. Okay, so when you're shooting with...
But you go back to slide one.
Yeah.
And you make copies.
Yeah.
My problem, sometimes you make the copies with resolution. What should you make the resolution to save it? Because I've had some where...
Yeah.
Files 20 megabits, and I don't think I need to make it that.
Right. Like I said, this is kind of like that next level up where we don't kind of, that's the first level, the beginner level. But I'll tell you real quick, the optimal resolution should be 300 pixels per inch, or as they say, 300 dpi. It's actually ppi, but same thing, okay? But I do have in my books, I deal with that image size resolution in the